A little tidbit to start. I got confused in my apartment this morning and left for church without my pants. Fortunately, I caught myself. I wasn't commando, but Anyway. I was hoping that this picture could be put up, but it can't. So you can do what you wish with it. I had the privilege of knowing a little 4'9" bundle of energy who happened to be a bohemian. She was, in the words of her generation, a bohunk. Bohemians were the gypsies of the Slavic world. She married a Slovak man who, in the words of his mother, was the cream of the crop. Slovaks were the elite, hoity-toity nation, barely tolerating the gypsy bohunks. As I learned many years later, the Slovak mother did not like the diminutive bohemian or bohunk. In fact, she would not even speak to the bohemian woman for 30 years. Can you imagine that? We grew up with that, didn't know what was going on. 30 years of nonsensical, haughty nationalism. Finally, in 1959, she deigned to speak to Elizabeth, my mom. 1959, the year I was ordained to the Roman Catholic priesthood. My mother was most gracious to my pompous grandmother and invited my grandmother to my first Mass. She personally escorted the Slavic snob into the church. That was the first time we all learned how gracious this little gypsy bohemian was. I will never forget learning that lesson. And it's in that setting that I wish my mom, who was the greatest, a happy Mother's Day. She died 30 years ago and was buried 30 years ago today. I thought I could make it. Cheers to you, Mom, on this Mother's Day. And a welcome and cheers to all the moms who are here today. Aho, let's give them all a round of applause. Welcome.
So, this first hymn is one of Vicky's favorite hymns, and she is the mother of my son. Hymn number 75 in the Chalice Red Hymn.
And you have to remember, we sang it at my son's dedication, at his baptism, and his graduation. He was here this morning, but he said he didn't want to be asleep in the pew, and he had to go back home and go to bed after breakfast. So please stand as we sing.